Today is about the future. Where are we headed? And we have an incredible group of speakers and presentations for you today. And we get to start, we're very fortunate this morning to get to start with the president of the Los Angeles City Council, a great friend of the Valley Economic Alliance, Paul Krekorian. On December 13, 2022, Paul Krekorian was elected unanimously by his fellow council members to serve as president of the Los Angeles City Council. As chair of the council's powerful Budget and Finance Committee for the previous 10 years, he led the city recovery from two fiscal calamities, the Great Recession and the COVID-related economic collapse, completing 11 balanced budgets and building the strongest reserves in the city's history. It's very interesting. The Valley grows budget people. We got Krekorian. Bob Blumenfield is now the budget chair. In the state legislature, Jesse Gabriel is now the budget chair. We're real good. We're good at budgets here in the Valley, so I like that. Paul Krekorian was a member of the Metro and Metrolink boards, brought electric buses to the Valley, and has been crucial in expanding the Valley's light rail service. He was the first member of the City Council to create tiny homes and a homeless service navigation center for persons experiencing homelessness, building enough capacity to shelter every person who was living on the streets in his district at the time of the last completed homeless count. He was first elected to the City Council in 2009. This is actually his last year on the LA City Council. Prior to his election, he was a member of the California State Assembly, and before entering politics, he enjoyed a successful 20-year career as an attorney in private practice, and before that, he and I were classmates at Berkeley Law School. So with that, let me introduce my longtime friend and the president of the Los Angeles City Council, Paul Krekorian.
Well, thank you so much, Fred. Good morning, everybody. You know, Fred just said the video is about the past and the rest of the day is going to be about the future, but I'm a 63-year-old Valley native, so I'm going to talk a little bit about the past first. Thank you for that generous introduction, Fred. I grew up here. I was born and raised here, third-generation resident of the San Fernando Valley. The son of a San Fernando Valley small business person. My dad owned a very small business about 2 doors down from Van Nuys Airport, and small manufacturer, never had probably more than 5 employees. And I grew up here literally sitting at his knee as he was filling out payroll checks, as he was going through his books, taking, trips with him in his truck as he personally made his deliveries, and did all the things that a small business person has to do. And then, as Fred said, I had a 20-year career in business representing businesses. So I know very well how much challenge the business community faces, how difficult every day can be when you're running a business. And let's face it, these days have been especially challenging as we've gone through and attempted to emerge from COVID and everything else related to that, as we see the challenges that businesses are facing now. These have been difficult times. But I am so grateful to all of you and to the Valley Economic Analysis. Just force a habit, economic analysis. Where's the economic analysis? I'm just used to it. I'm sorry. Sorry about it. The Valley Economic Alliance. I'm so grateful to all of you, to Sonia, to Fred, to everybody who's here, all of the board members, and to all of you for being here this morning. Because the work that the Alliance has done over the last now almost 30 years has been essential to the Valley's growth and to the Valley's future as an economic center. I think about where we were 30 years ago. You think we face challenges now. 30 years ago, this city, the Valley, and the entire city went through the Northridge earthquake and all that came with that. And there were whole parts of this valley that people thought no one would ever want to live here again. I wish now that I had bought property in Sherman Oaks right after that Northridge. But you remember how difficult that was, how much infrastructure we lost and had to reinvest in. This was a time when the Valley's frustration with the city of Los Angeles was at its peak. And at my entire life, I remember the Valley feeling that we had never gotten a fair shake from the city. We were not considered a part of the city. We were overlooked. We didn't get our fair share of resources. And in the 1990s, when the alliance was just getting started, that sentiment was at its peak, and we were, in the middle of the secession effort. So fast forward now to what the alliance has seen during its lifetime, and look where we are now, and look at all that we've overcome, and look at how the Valley has changed and how it's become a focus now of attention. It has become its own economic powerhouse now. And, yes, we face challenges, but look at the opportunities we face here now as well. In 4 years, this city will host the Olympics, and we'll welcome the world to Los Angeles. And we will have Olympics events right here in the San Fernando Valley. And I want to make sure that small businesses here in the Valley are participating in all of that investment and all of that business that's being done, all of that other people's money that's coming into Los Angeles. We now have Measure M. And unlike Measure R, thanks to the support of people in the San Fernando Valley, we passed Measure M. This is going to be a monumental change in Southern California, and it's delivering projects here to the San Fernando Valley, including the East Valley Light Rail, improvements to the Orange Line, the connection between the Valley and Pasadena, the Sepulveda Pass improvements. All of these things, thanks to Measure M, are going to produce billions of dollars of investment, again, that small businesses here in Los Angeles need to participate in. We are still the home of the largest, busiest destination airport on Earth and the most important port in the entire Western Hemisphere. So these all present great opportunities for business, but it's up to us in policy-making positions to ensure that we are making those opportunities available to everyone, and especially to small businesses. And that's why here in the city we have done comprehensive procurement reform, so all those opportunities give you and your small businesses an opportunity to participate. So if you haven't been to the Regional Alliance Marketplace for procurement, rampla.org, write it down right now, rampla.org. You have to register your business there and look at competeforla.usc.edu. These are going to present you with the opportunities to connect with prime contractors and to participate in all these procurement opportunities. When we look at what we're doing with the housing market now to meet LA's challenge, much of that is going to happen here in the Valley, and it's going to present an opportunity for investment and jobs creation here in the Valley. So there's much more. I'm already getting the plug pulled, so I got to wrap it up. There's much more I could tell you about what we're doing in City Hall to try to create more opportunities for you. But just know this, I'm not going to rest until my last day in this office. I'm going to continue to press forward with the business initiatives that we've done, with the environmental initiatives that we've done, with the housing initiatives we've done, with the jobs creating initiatives of policy that I have driven forward throughout my career. I'm going to continue to press forward with you as our partners to make sure that the city of Los Angeles is recognized as being open for business, and that the San Fernando Valley always gets its share of opportunities to create jobs, to create wealth, to improve our neighborhoods, to improve opportunities, so that a kid, who's growing up in the Valley now has the same chance for success that I had as a kid growing up in the Valley a few years ago. So thank you all very much. Thanks, and have a great, great session this morning. I appreciate having the opportunity to talk to you.